This is a video about drafting and adaptation. So you can see Trundle since I was gone, Asir and Talia, and Wukong. So Pantheon is the obvious S-tier pick, and you're kind of forced to take it away or play it so you don't get more. So obviously DK should have an answer. J4 is an obvious one, and Annie is a high tier champion as well, which is open. So I assume you will see something like J4, um, and Annie in some rotation. Maybe you pick Annie plus something else, and then wait with the J4. But those are the main assumption if you go through the tier list, I think. So yeah, Annie, and you can pick, for example, a strong AD carry as well, but you probably just go jungle uh, and mid in this case, since Azir is gone, Ori is banned, Talia. This is what most teams would do. So there is obviously you want to wait with the support quite late into the draft, and all the engage supports are kind of still up. I mean, a Note is gone and Alistair. This is quite interesting picking Kai'Sa so early. So it's obvious you want to dive in, and obviously Nico is open, but there are still so many good supports left. Like Rel is still open, Rakan is still open, or you could just mention a few. So here I think they should pick uh, a strong AD carry. I don't think they should pick Renekton now. Obviously, Renekton is strong in lane, and they pick a lane bully, and they want to wait and see um, to round up their composition. But I really don't like blinding Renekton like this on the red side. So now you're gonna ban, so you probably gonna ban something top. In my opinion, you can go that route, and blue side should ban some of the AD carries. No point in pinching the support pool at this point because there are too many good supports left. So Varus, yeah, Varus is a good ban, and you can maybe even think about something like Jin, something like that. But on the red side, DK should pinch the top lane pool when they blind Renekton so early. Sion was quite obvious, quite strong, and especially since Trundle is gone as well. And Rice, that's actually quite interesting. The Rice ban is because Rice will do well into Annie. Yeah, okay, Lucian was another AD carry, which is kind of strong early game, like Lucian Brown, Lucian Melio, Lucian um, Nami, if you want to go really early game. But so should you pick support or AD carry at this point? Um, in my opinion, you should wait with the support, but because it's not like they're gonna pick Rakan anyway. Yeah, since they have Nico, so they pick Saya. So the obvious angle is Saya Rakan. So here we should pause. We should think a little bit about it, because Rakan will suffer a little bit maybe, but in lane, but will fit the composition quite well. And this is here I want to talk about the adaptation, because just we can just roll it. But my point is that look at the DK composition, what they want to do. They have a quite strong early game. Annie sets up with stun, J4 knock off, and Renekton stun. So the thing here is that Renekton should do fine in the early mid game into that matchup. And here is what FairX is actually doing something brilliant in my opinion with adaptation. This is Morgana, and the obvious, even if they pick Rel, but they probably go Sire Rakan. We can see, but I think they picked Rakan if I remember correctly. Um, but my point is that both composition is quite early mid centric, and they look kind of squishy. But Lulu would actually fine, but actually Fair X composition is deceptively tanky. What do I mean by that? Like Pantheon E makes him deceptively tanky, and Sunder Sky just a broken item in my opinion. And then you have Sunder Sky on Aatrox as well, and also he heals like a maniac. And this is kind of my point with that brilliant adaptation. Like Morgana is not an S tier, A tier, B tier. Like, see, I don't even think most people would pick her into C. But um, how should I say? Annie wants to do a flash stun, or J4 goes in with knock up. Renekton has a point and click stun, and Morgana will negate everything. And if you get into mid late game with Black Shield on, for example, Aatrox, he will never die. If he doesn't get CC chained, he will absolutely never die. Also, if you get a pick in the 2v2 in mid lane, you can Black Shield Pantheon, for example, flash stun Annie into a root, and you will just kill Annie. But this is the composition as a whole. But also think about it. Morgana should suffer a little bit in lane, the first levels, but when she gets 3 to 5 points in W, and especially half an item, she just press W, three autos, no, sorry, two autos, and the whole wave is gone. So from level 5 and out, especially later on, she will have permanently prio in mid lane, which is so important. And Pantheon has so many lanes to play around. Can play around bot, can play around top lane and mid. Also, with Pantheon, you have the global. So actually, this, even if Morgana doesn't necessarily do so much in the later stages, the Black Shield is so incredible, important, and the prio you will get later on in mid lane. And she's an excellent secondary um, engage, especially if you have Pantheon point and click stun or Nico root and so on. You will just blow up one target, and the Lulu ult will probably negate it from a more even standpoint. So I really would like teams to actually try to adapt, identify what the enemy composition wants to do and does really well, and then not necessarily just pick a stronger tire champ that doesn't necessarily fit your composition or negate the enemy composition. So this was a really brilliant adaptation out of Ferex.